Hey, I'm Kemp. I'm a researcher at the University of Cambridge with a Centre for the Study of Existential Risk, where we study the world's worst catastrophes, ones which could result in global societal collapse or even human extinction. I'm also the author of the forthcoming book, Goliath's Curse, The History and Future of Societal Collapse. In this book, I try to address the biggest questions around collapse. Why does it happen? What does it mean for the people going through it? And what does it mean for our future? And this is a book not just about a few empires. It covers dozens of case studies across 300,000 years of human history. It begins in the Ice Age by trying to explore why is it that we Homo sapiens survived while other human species, like the Neanderthals, died out. And the answer is not because we were more intelligent. And then moves through some of the earliest cities and farming communities, which were often egalitarian, but fell apart at the very first signs of inequality and elites. And this story of inequality causing collapse is one that carries through all the empires you know, the Aztec Empire, the Roman Empire, and the Chinese empires. And inequality also lies behind the biggest threats we face today, whether it's climate change or nuclear weapons. These are created by a very, very small number of countries and corporations, what I call the agents of doom. Think about nuclear weapons. 87% of the stockpile of 10,000 weapons globally is held by just two countries, the US and Russia. They're maintained and created by just a small number of companies as well. Inequality is the backbone behind why collapse occurs. And interestingly, collapse isn't always a bad thing. For many people, it was a good thing, and even liberation. If we look at Rome, after its fall, many people grow taller and healthier. And that's not an isolated case. It also happened after late Bronze Age collapse in the Mediterranean and Near East. And even in the modern world, in Somalia in 1991, after the state falls apart, infant mortality, maternal mortality, and extreme poverty all drop. But what is always bad is there's an increase in violence, usually because there's a small number of people trying to recreate an empire. And what that means is that throughout history, collapses haven't been the worst thing. Instead, it's usually been the creation and expansion of empires. But this book is not just a bleak message. It is one that is full of genuine hope, and it provides concrete steps for how we can escape our current predicament and avoid collapse. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy reading the book, and thank you to Blackwells as well for supporting all of my work.